This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And it's the opening contest for the two teams in this Champions League season. It's PSV up against Newcastle United.
Well, you can sense the anticipation around the ground today. Both these teams would love to get to the knockout stages, so it's always helpful to win your first game.
And the game begins. This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
And here's the Newcastle formation. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And the attack is led today by Alexander Isak. Joey Fairman. Newcastle regaining possession here. Teammates available. Joelinton. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Turning inside, where's he going to go? The crossbar got in the way. Well, threat averted.
Well, Newcastle have started this game really quickly. That was a really good effort.
Well, they're on the ball, and they've just got to forget about that moment of misfortune. Fairman. Well, a player who can be so difficult to contain, Ivan Perisic. Stuart, what are your expectations as regards his performance?
Well, while he's a very good player, his biggest attribute is his shooting from set plays. He really does pose a threat with his free kicks.
And he read it well defensively. Isak. Jacob Murphy. Still passing it around with authority. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Now, options are plenty, but they dealt with the threat posed. Joey Fairman. PSV have given the ball away. The Magpies pushing forward with options available, but really sticking to their task defensively. Luke de Jong. That's a good pass. And a long way out. A strong hand on the ball. Sandro Tonali. A bit wasteful from the Magpies. Ivan Perisic. And de Jong on the ball. Decent position. Well, a vital interception to snuff out the danger. Given away again. Lang. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Byrne. Tino Livramento. Guimaraes. Fabian Schär. Jacob Murphy. It's with Joelinton. Tonali with it. Murphy. Oh, good use of the ball. I just couldn't play that decisive ball. Plenty of support here. Ivan Perisic. And scope for Newcastle to attack out wide. Can he put it away? And the goalkeeper's touch, that was crucial. And over comes the corner. And play halted, free kick given. Murphy. Tonali with it. Barnes. Oh, he squandered the chance, and he knows it.
Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. He was offside, but nonetheless, that was a poor attempt.
De Jong. Commanding goalkeeping. Harvey Barnes. Good tackle. Murphy. Well, he's given us away. Could be dangerous. Trippier. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. And the manager. So, the ball rolling again. Newcastle trailing after the first half. Can they come up with a response here in the second? Guimaraes. It's Dan Burn. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali with it. Guimaraes. Jacob Murphy. Trippier now. Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Takes aim. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. No defensive resilience there.
Well, Newcastle was so close to drawing level there, but they are playing well now.
Yes, so near indeed, but now they've got to concentrate on keeping their defensive shape. Jacob Murphy. And very nicely positioned to win it back. Wonderfully weighted pass. Prolonged range. Can they cover up? Terrific thought there. Oh, it might be. And blocked again. Well, Luke de Jong didn't disappoint anyone in the first half. Interested to get your assessment.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he...
Oh, hang on, Stuart, look at this. Tremendous defending to stonewall him. Lang. Can he make it count? Stopped a certain goal. Trippier. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Luke de Jong. Noah Lang. PSV have given us away. Jacob Murphy. Well, nicely cut out. Murphy. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Pulls it back. And a long way out. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly. Tino Livramento. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Joelinton. Guimarães. Jacob Murphy. Possibilities inside the box. Not the best challenge, free kick. Could reduce the deficit and touched onto the frame of the goal. Mauro Junior. PSV have given the ball away. That's a good-looking pass. Is this the moment? A goal! Just what they needed. Still plenty of life in this match. Joey Fairman. And Mauro Junior with it. Well, a growing sense of frustration. Just can't get near the ball. Fairman. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. 10 minutes left for play. Well-timed tackle. Joelinton. Feeding it through. An attack full of promise. This could be the equaliser. And a goal to level it up late on here. Just look at the reaction. Joey Fairman. Mauro Junior. Fairman. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. Ivan Perisic. Lang. And he quartered the attack with a masterful tackle. Guimarães. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Noah Lang. De Jong. Tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. Well, the referee blows. Ready for battle, ready to bring their skills to the pitch. And to the many keen observers, there is no alternative but to be honest from the outset. No quarter asked, no quarter given. Next on EA TV. Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And it's the opening contest for the two teams in this Champions League season. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, you can sense the anticipation around the ground today. Both these teams would love to get to the knockout stages, so it's always helpful to win your first game.
And so the match is underway. And here's the Newcastle formation. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And the attack is led today by Alexander Isak. Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Tino Livramento. Guimaraes. Very quick thinking there. Oh, that's a really good run. And it went sailing over the crossbar. Not a moment he'll want to remember. Lookman. Charles de Ketelaere. Raul Bellanova. Oh, they have it again. Guimaraes. Newcastle in a potentially dangerous position. But nothing comes of it. Joelinton. Terrific block. Charles de Ketelaere. And a timely intervention. Matteo Retegui. Well, they have the advantage. That's good refereeing. Just the challenge that was required. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Might work out. Miles from goal. And blocked for now. Retegui. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. De Ketelaere. Lookman, determined defending. Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. And threading it through. And that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Harvey Barnes. Out of play. Newcastle throw in forthcoming. Guimaraes. Joelinton. Lookman. On the ball, Zappacosta. GTSports. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Really good challenge. Retegi. And scope for them to produce something exciting. But they dealt with the threat posed. Jacob Murphy. Raul Bellanova. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Isaac. He did look on for them, but not to be. Joelinton. Harvey Boys. Real chance. Just narrowly off target. Davide Zappacosta. The first half. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Raul Bellanova. It's with Daron. Davide Zappacosta. Martin Daron. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. A very timely interception. Nice weight on the pass. Well, he had just gone beyond the last defender, Stuart.
Well, that's a real shame because the through ball is really well weighted, but he just took too long to play it.
Excellent block. Chance to do damage. Zappacosta. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps.
Well, they might be piling on the pressure, but they've got to make it count in those situations, that's for sure.
This could be troublesome. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. Raul Bellanova. Oh, this looks useful. Very quick thinking there. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Charles GTSports. They'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Working so hard to win back possession. Lookman. Really good interception. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Decides to shoot. And a goal! Just when we wondered if this might finish 0-0. There it is. They're in front. Fabian Schär. Tonali with it. Livramento. Sandro Tonali. Jacob Murphy. Joelinton. Guimarães. Murphy. Tonali with it. Livramento. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. But they took care of the situation defensively. Lookman. Really good challenge. Here's Ademola Lookman. Isaac. And with that, the attack fizzles out. How can they find a late leveller? Happy to take on the shot. Determined defending. And Newcastle with the ball again. Bellanova. De Ketelare. Excellent vision. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Lookman. From a long way out. Oh, a smart stop. And this is by no means over.
Well, that save there has just about kept them in it.
Bellanova. In fair play, he took on the shot, but he's not going to be happy with how it ended. Bruno Guimarães. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Chasing this game, desperate for a leveller. Really good build-up, but no end product. And that is full time.